And a certain kind of aging happens when you're identified with personality. And it's the outcome of those thoughts and structures and patterns of that life just being lived out, going round and round, and fossilizing. And basically, it's like an echo chamber. The doors are closed, and that's all you're getting. And your beliefs are staying the same and directing your life. So basically, a life is has got these parameters, and it's an echo chamber. And there's hanging on to a certain sense of certainty in your identity. This is what I was saying about before and after the shift. It's like that identity I had, that's what I've lost. When you lose that identity, your identification with that, you enter the unknown. I mean, the personality, what it gives us is this great sense of safety in a way, and it's like our rock. It's our this is me, and that gives you so much. But unfortunately, it also creates this wall around you and this kind of echo chamber of beliefs and structures and patterns that just want to live out. So without that, those walls start falling down. One symbol I did, I don't think I ever used it in the book, for LBP. You can imagine a cube, right? With the 6 sides there, and the sides kind of coming out and moving outwards. When the walls pull back, you lose the certainty that comes through being identified as that thing. You lose the certainty in lots of things, actually. So you don't have that security that personality gave you, but without the walls, you're open to the sky. And you realize that looking back, you can see those parameters that gave you safety, they're also what? If you don't break through them, your life's going to kind of grow as far as it can within those walls. It's like growing a plant but having a lid on it. So yeah, it can grow that far, but it's always going to hit the side. The beliefs and the patterns that have given you that safety also enclose you. And of course, you're going to age according to that, because your thoughts aren't free. Your spirit isn't free to expand beyond those limits. So there's, aging happens, that's a fact of life, but there's a certain kind of aging, just as there's a certain kind of suffering with personality. There's a certain kind of aging that happens, and it's basically the physical is only kind of really following your thoughts and your psyche, really. So if you have free thoughts that are beyond personality, it creates a very different version of life. And I don't see how, if you're living in this world, I don't see how you can not age in a certain way. And then the group personality has an image of aging, which is correct according to personality, which is you get to this age and then you start having these problems, and then you know what the beliefs are, and it's very regimented and kind of negative, really, but true according to the group personality's idea and experience of aging. Whereas without those beliefs, shit still happens and can still happen, of course, but I'm just saying there's a different potential. All sorts of potentialities open up. I'll give you another example, right? In relationships, right? Now, 2 personalities in relationships, how can that not, I wrote about this in the book. Of course, if the personalities are what's being lived, that's 2 walls meeting. And you might even like the other's walls. You might like the way it's arranged, the limitation of it. But in the end, you're gonna share this echo chamber, and you're going to get bored, you're going to get annoyed with it. There's going to be things that come up that, whereas if people meet who aren't bound by those walls of personality, it's just two skies. You can never get bored, because it's like saying you're going to get bored with the sky. you can't get bored with it. You know, you're only going to see different aspects as it opens more and more. So